Trolls 3 band together brings a whirlwind of joy and excitement.
Take it easy, Biddy B.
Making it the best installment in the beloved Trolls franchise. Filled with vibrant characters like John Dory, the legendary Brozone Band, and the iconic Velvet and Veneer, this movie immerses us in a world of music and happiness. The plot revolves around Branch and Poppy's quest to reunite the Brozone Band and rescue Branch's brother, Floyd, from the clutches of the villains in the city. The film also does an excellent job of including ingenious Easter eggs throughout. Take a peek and see if you can discover the 10 hidden aspects in Trolls that most fans overlooked. Stick till the end to see which detail you have missed. So let's get started. The third installment in DreamWorks' animated Trolls series is just as cute as the first two and completely appealing. Even parents who fear being dragged into the theater and hope it will be quick and painless will be enchanted. That's partially because the film is aimed at millennials who grew up in the 1990s, with in-jokes about boy bands and a glittering sprinkling of songs to transport them back to their high school and college years. But it's also because it's sweet without being too sweet, bright, and delightful, with fantastic voice talent and a lot of music. It's the most effective of the three.
Just as long as we're together.
Are you ready to know all the hidden details that you might have missed? In the fantastical realm of Trolls 3, the film ingeniously weaves a tapestry of narratives, drawing inspiration from real-world events, iconic music history, and nostalgic trends, thus enhancing the viewer's cinematic experience. A prominent motif within the storyline echoes the infamous Milli Vanilli scandal of the late 80s, where the German duo mimed on stage. At the same time, concealed singers provided the vocal artistry behind the curtains. This parallels the film's villains, Velvet and Veneer.
My aura.
Confident yet grateful to your teachers and everyone who got you here tonight?
That's what I'm going for.
Who embark on a nefarious quest to steal the voices of trolls, akin to the deceptive practices employed by Milli Vanilli. In the opening scenes, Branch and Poppy dance in excitement for their wedding. If you look closely at the back, you'll spot a picture of Grandma Rosie Puff, Branch's unseen grandmother. This character has been a mystery in the Trolls universe, and her presence adds an intriguing touch. During a wedding celebration, Branch and Poppy get married, and the whole town joins the festivities in a scene where the old Brozone Band dances as teenagers. They perform to the tune of Everybody by the Backstreet Boys, a clever nod to this iconic boy band from the late 90s.
We've gone from boys to men, and now there's only one direction for us to go. The Backstreets.
Branch and Poppy, preparing for their adventure, are seen holding magazines. Zoom in and you'll notice that Branch is holding Trolls Beat magazine, a playful reference to the legendary music tabloid Beat magazine, known for covering teen idols and boy bands. John Dory, the main antagonist, shares his name with a real-life fish known for its blue spots. John Dory in the Trolls movie sports a leather jacket with teeth and blue spots, resembling the real fish. The choice of the name adds a quirky and clever touch. The sartorial choices of the antagonist brothers, Velvet and Veneer, resonate with the extravagant fashion of 90s music divas, offering a visual feast for audiences and anchoring the characters within a distinct temporal context. Furthermore, the film introduces the charismatic Tiny Diamond, a character who orchestrates a mesmerizing psychedelic animated scene reminiscent of the pioneering music videos crafted by legendary bands like the Beatles. The inclusion of a character named after the Beatles' song Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds adds an extra layer of homage to the timeless rock legends. Poppy and Branch agree to rescue Branch's brother and revive the Brozone Band. Poppy excitedly repeats Brozone reunion as they embark on their mission. This phrase cleverly hints at the Backstreet Boys, adding a humorous reference for fans. A pulse-pounding sequence pays tribute to the iconic scene from the first mission. Impossible movie, injecting a thrill into the storyline and demonstrating the film's cinematic influences from late 90s artifacts. The inclusion of a humorous reference to Michelangelo's David statue manifested as a rapper-like version within the Velvet and Veneer mansion offers a whimsical juxtaposition of high art and contemporary culture. During Branch and Poppy's conversation about getting ready for the wedding, Branch momentarily creates an awkward situation by saying they need to get ready to get married. This leads to a humorous exchange where Poppy mentions a hypothetical wedding, a subtle foreshadowing of their actual marriage later in the movie. Delving into the physical aesthetics of the evil duo, Velvet and Veneer, their design draws inspiration from the Bethy Spaghetti doll, a fashionable and flexible doll emblematic of the late 90s and early 2000s. This artistic choice serves as an additional nod to the film's overarching nostalgic embrace of that era. The setting of Mount Rias, where the villains reside, is an homage to the dazzling lights and perpetual entertainment of Las Vegas. The sinister deeds perpetrated by Velvet and Veneer, involving trapping trolls in glass bottles to usurp their powers, introduce a darker undertone to the whimsical narrative.
This is a trap. Velvet and Veneer, they lured you here. You gotta leave before they come back.
The car bug or beetle used in the movie is a nod to the iconic Volkswagen Beetle. The shape of the car resembles a real beetle, adding a playful touch to the movie's references. John Dory, the fifth brother, crashes into the wedding scene, revealing himself as the antagonist. His character, shrouded in mystery, sets the stage for a thrilling plot centered around the Brozone Band's reunion. Musical semanticity remains a linchpin of the Trolls franchise, and in Trolls 3, the narrative deftly intertwines with the legacy of famous boy bands from the late 90s and 2000s. Justin Timberlake, who voices Branch, coincidentally mirrors his real-life trajectory, a paradigmatic boy band, to pursue a solo career, essentially paralleling the storyline of Toronto's brothers in the film. The mention of Backstreet in the movie, with Toronto's brother proclaiming, "There's only one direction for us to go, the Backstreets," constitutes a tip of the hat to the Backstreet Boys, an emblematic boy band of the 90s. Although 90s and 2000s boy bands inspire Brune, bands made up of only family members have been around longer than you might think, and this is the true inspiration for bands of siblings. In comparison, there are some examples of successful sibling bands like Hanson in the 1990s and the Jonas Brothers in the 2000s and 2010s. The group that truly stood out in this regard was the Jackson 5, the group that five brothers formed, as the name suggests, the musical cradle of Michael Jackson, the eternal king of pop, who, despite all the controversies that surrounded him throughout his life, always had an exquisite voice and a sensational stage performance, and the moonwalk is there to prove it. Who knows, in an upcoming movie, we might see Tico gain even more prominence with a solo musical performance. In essence, the 13 meticulously embedded references and details in Trolls 3 serve as a testament to the filmmaker's commitment to creating an immersive and multifaceted cinematic experience. By seamlessly integrating historical events, musical nuances, and nostalgic aesthetics, the movie transcends the animated genre, offering audiences a rich tapestry of cultural references and delightful storytelling. What are the Trolls band together end credit scenes? Okay, there are some Trolls band together and movie spoilers following. You have been forewarned. The first scene occurs after the opening titles, you know, the exciting ones. A fake-out proposal is available at this time. Branch was on stage with Brozone, his brother's boy band, when he dropped down on one knee. He begins with the query, "Will you?" Poppy, on the other hand, interjects, "Would you like to join the band?" "Naturally, I will." Poppy then takes the stage with the band to play. Poppy and Viva both leap up. Was Branch, on the other hand, planning to propose? You'll want to watch the scenario to see the expression on his face when Poppy steps in with her answer to that question. Tiny Diamond is in treatment in the second scene. Mr. Dinkles informed him that he was not on the network and that the session would not be reimbursed by insurance. You'll then want to stay to the very end of the credits to see Viva's farewell moment. She mutters,
"Oh wow, it's like sunshine in my ear holes."